We're going to solve equations with absolute value. Remember, absolute value of a number means how far it is from 0 on the number line. So now, when we're solving equations with the absolute value, you want to make sure the absolute value part is isolated on one side of the equal sign and all your other numbers are on the other. When that takes place, you're going to do two things. This is going to create two new problems. The first, you're going to rewrite without the absolute value symbols, x equals 9. Then the other one is going to be x equals the opposite, negative 9. So you write exactly as it appears, and then you write it again, but on the right side, you change the sign to the opposite. So there's nothing to solve here. So this answer would be 9 and negative 9. And it says enter your solutions as integers or reduced fractions separated by commas. So it doesn't matter if you put the 9 or the negative 9 first. Put whatever 9 and then comma, negative 9. Now that one was easy, but this one is a little bit more difficult because we have more than just x inside here. So we're going to do the same thing. The x plus 9 is isolated, and the 5 is on the other side. So I'm going to rewrite my x plus 9, no absolute value symbols, equals 5. Then my other problem is going to be x plus 9, but instead of equals 5, it's going to equal negative 5. So now I'm going to solve these two problems. On the left, x plus 9 equals 5. The opposite of adding 9 is subtracting 9. So we subtract 9 from both sides. This goes away and leaves us x equal. Signs are different. Subtract, take the sign of the larger. 9's bigger, so it's going to be negative 4. Then over here, we have plus 9. We're going to subtract 9. The only difference on this one is we have a negative 5. So we're not going to be subtracting. We're actually going to be adding. This goes away. So x equals. Signs are alike, so we're going to add. Keep the common sign, so that would be negative 14. So we have two answers here. Negative 4, comma, negative 14. And now let me show you how to check these so you can see, well, why does it have a negative answer? So we're saying over here that 9 is the answer. Our original problem was the absolute value of x equals 9. Well, if you replace x with negative 9, will you get 9? Yes, because absolute value of negative 9 is 9. If you replace x with 9, will you get 9? Yes, because the absolute value of 9 is 9. So that's why we have two answers there. And the same with on the other one, on number 6. We are going to solve. This time we're not adding and subtracting. Before we had like 6 plus q, so we'd have to do the opposite, subtract. This is 6 times q. This is multiplication. So when we had 6 plus q, we did the opposite. We subtracted. So we were adding, we do the opposite, subtracting. Here we're multiplying, so we do the opposite, we divide. And so I want to get that q to be just 1q, so I have to divide by the 6, because 6 divided by 6 is 1. And so this 12, I'm going to also divide by 6, because what we do to one side, we do to the other side. This leaves me a q equals 12 divided by 6 is 2. So there is my answer. Now, if we were going to check it, 6q equals 12. I think the answer is 2, so I'm going to replace the q with 2. Simplify the left side, that's 12. Bring down the right side, 12. It checks. Now, the 2 is your answer. The 12 equals 12 is just your check. 3w equals negative 15. We're multiplying 3 times w. We want the w by itself. The opposite of multiplying is to divide. So we're going to divide by the 3. We're not dividing by 3w because we want to keep the w there. We just want to get rid of that 3. We have to divide the right side by 3 also. These cancel, leaving us w, which is good. Negative divided by a positive. Negative 15 divided by positive 3 gives us a negative 5. And so that is our answer, negative 5. If we want to check this one, 3w equals negative 15. Replace the w with negative 5, and that gives us negative 15 on both sides.